Hitman, a game notoriously known for the fact that there are many different ways of beating the game. But what if you could beat the game being on parts of the map that shouldn't be allowed? Today I'll be beating Hitman whilst only being out of bounds, and you may ask, how does that work? Every single kill must be done while out of bounds. I can set up the kills before I go out of bounds, but they have to be killed while I'm out of bounds. And the mission must be Silent Assassin or else it doesn't count. If you wouldn't mind, please leave a like and a subscription, and let's get on to our first mission in Dartmoor. Here in Dartmoor, I need to kill Alexa Carlisle and steal a case file. Now the case file is impossible to my knowledge at least to steal out of bounds, but Alexa will be killed out of bounds. I start off by taking my sniper and shooting 3 bird's nests. This makes Alexa go inspect her fake funeral. I then pick up my smuggled breaching charge, which I'll use later. I then run through the garden and towards the key for the hearse. This will be my method of escaping. After picking up the key, I run towards Alexa's office where she keeps the case file. I've timed it perfectly, so by the time I get up there she's already out of her office and I can just walk in and steal the file located behind the painting. On my way there, I panic a maid with a shot so I can walk past and up to her office. Once I get into her office, I press the button in her chair to reveal the safe where she stores the file. I then steal it and head towards where I need to kill Alexa. The maid from before isn't panicked anymore, so I'll need to run in a certain way so that I don't get spotted by either the maid or the girl sitting in the chair on the right. After waiting for Alexa and her bodyguard to pass, I run to the graveyard where I'll use the breaching charge and the violin. Once in the graveyard, I stand in a specific spot and drop my breaching charge when my arm is fully extended, followed by my violin. This allows me to detonate the breaching charge, which makes all of the parts of the violin fly, and since I'm standing on them, it teleports me on top of the roof. Once I'm on the roof, I get a great view of the whole graveyard, and from here I can also see Alexa. Alexa was quite hard to kill because she's always being watched by her personal bodyguard, but by timing it right and shooting distraction shots at the bodyguard and the Undertaker, I can shoot Alexa into her grave and killing her. I then make a run towards the hearse since her body will eventually be discovered if I don't leave quickly. Whilst running, I distract 4 guards and this lets me escape in the hearse. I then drive the hearse all the way to my next mission in Miami. Here in Miami, I need to kill Robert and Sierra Knox, a father and daughter duo who's dominating the racing scene. This is the only mission where I'll start in the disguise. To get out of bounds, I climb up a ladder where I use a muffin boost onto a couch. This allows me to walk on top of a railing and this gets me all the way on top of the roof. This boost was incredibly hard and painful to line up, as this is one of the hardest, in my opinion, boosts in the game. After walking along the railing and onto the roof, I shoot Sierra's car, killing her, and now it's just Robert left. To kill him, I shoot his computer, which makes him go and investigate it. The only problem is that he has his guard with him at all times. To knock out his guard, I use an egg, which I've used in all of my other videos as well. It's very helpful. After this, I shoot Robert and walk towards the helicopter, beating what's easily the easiest mission in this challenge. This helicopter takes me all the way to my by far hardest mission yet in all of my videos, Colorado. If you've ever played Hitman, you'll know why Colorado is renowned as the worst map. But for those of you that haven't, let me explain. Colorado is a huge military base with guards all over the place. There are so many guards that navigating even the outside of the base is pure hell. In this map, I need to kill 4 targets. Those targets being Sean Rose, Penelope Graves, Ezra Berg, and Maya Pavati. To get out of bounds, I run towards a small building which I'll be boosting on top of. Here I shoot a distraction shot at the glass next to the guard so he doesn't spot me. After doing this, I run past him and grab a paint tank which I throw so that all of my kills are set up. After doing this, I need to do this boost quickly, as I need to shoot down a chandelier to kill one of my targets at a certain time. I utilize the same boost as I did in Dartmoor, where I let my arm drop fully before dropping the breaching charge, followed by the violin. I get on top of this roof where I aim at the chandelier. This needs to be shot down in exactly 1 minute and 12 seconds into the mission, or else killing her will be very hard. After having a few problems with the boost, I shoot down the chandelier and kill Penelope Graves. I then turn towards Ezra Berg. He is standing next to a lawnmower which I blow up, which ends up killing him. That's 2 targets dead in 8 seconds. I turn towards Sean Rose, who will be blowing up with the propane tank that I threw earlier. This rewards me my 3rd kill and also 3 targets dead within a time span of 18 seconds. I now need to wait for my last target, Maya Parvati, to walk underneath a hay bale which I shoot down, killing her and killing all of my targets. From a viewer's perspective, this mission might seem to be easy, but I have over 8 hours of footage of just playing Colorado to set up all the kills correctly and finding which spawn works the best. This ends what I think is the hardest mission, and I walk all the way to my next mission in Mumbai, India, which is, in my opinion, the second hardest. Here in Mumbai I have 3 targets, Vanya Shah, Dawood Rangan and the Maelstrom, who is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I start off by picking up my breaching charge, which I smuggled in, and heading into the city. Here wait for the guard to turn around and then I run to grab a brick which I'll use for later. It turns out here in Mumbai a brick is the most useful item you can have, because by throwing it into this cauldron it shoots up purple smoke over the city slums. This is a sign for Vanya Shah and Dawood Rangan to meet. On my way out of the city, I grab a propane tank. I then use my tranquilizer on this guard so I can jump up on this roof and walk towards where I'll be boosting without getting spotted. I then run towards a nice dining table where I place my propane tank behind this chair. Why I do this, you'll see a little later. I then run upstairs of this building and tranquilize the guard so I can raise the flag, because it turns out in Mumbai the Maelstrom is the hardest and the easiest target to kill, as he will always come to go on a date with this girl who lives in this house if you raise the flag. I then do the same boost as on the previous mission and hide on this roof while I wait for my targets to walk right into my traps. I have to wait a long time, but I spot the Maelstrom going to ask to go on a date. He will always sit in the same chair, hence why I place the propane behind his chair. I then wait for them to go outside where I shoot the propane, blowing up and killing my target. I then turn towards Vanya Shah and Dawood Rangan. Their meeting is conveniently scheduled to take place right under a boat which is held up by a piece of wood. By shooting this wood away, I kill my last 2 targets and this ends the challenge. This was by far my hardest challenge yet, as the boosts took a very long time to learn. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and a subscription is always appreciated. If you have any ideas for future videos, please tell me in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Have a lovely day and I'll see you on the other side.